Oh, are we good? I hope we're good. I'll try to say we're good. I think we're live and we're live. I just want to chat, lads. I've been fasting and the days are getting long. It's hard to edit, play football the way it is. So why not chat? Just get back in there because as more and more news breaks on this, it's becoming significant that the Liverpool team were, well, especially the coaching staff, Klopp, the players, they were thrown under the bus. What a time to announce it. Literally just before. Welcome to the stream, everyone. Epam Rock, Papi Chulo, Toma Fiori, audio. Alright, let me restart the stream. Bloody hell, what a beautiful way to start. I bet you it's fixed. All I do is restart it and it fixes. But, yeah. So, wonderful way to start the week, innit? Especially if you're a Liverpool fan, a lot of the focus has been taken away from the actual game itself. I fell asleep, you know. Sometimes when I eat after not eating all day, I'll just knock out like a little baby. Like baby thing. Not gonna be surprised if Adam Batty is one of the heads of Super League. Leeds again. Forget Leeds. No one even cares. I feel betrayed. And here comes Adam Batty to the party. Man, I want to hear other people's opinion on this. I want to know anyone that thinks this is genuinely a good idea going forward. That's it. That's all I want to know. I just want to know if it's a good idea, like, that thinks this is a good idea going forward. I'm not against it 100%. I'm going to be straight up. I'm not against it 100% purely because the FA, the Premier League, have allowed Man City and Chelsea to make a mockery of it. So what difference does it make if some other rich organisation does the same thing? Adam Batty, I think it's a good idea. Even City win the league, it's a shallow win. Maybe can I ask you who scored the winner in the FA Cup semi-final yesterday? Tom Fiora. I'm not going to lie, yeah? Tom Fiora. As soon as I went in, I looked at my phone. Like I wasn't watching it live. I looked at it and I thought, oh, they won. And I thought, if this guy scores, I know one person that's going to be over the moon. And I'm expecting a message from him at some point. Luckily, you didn't send me a message, Tom Fiora. But I knew it was Iheanacho. And I thought, if it's him, I'm not going to hear the end of it. And the funny thing is it who you lot playing in the final? Because you might even get that gifted to you if Man City get kicked out. UEFA and FIFA or the real greedy ones. Yeah. He's magic, you know. Kelechi Iheanacho. He's magic, you know. Kelechi Iheanacho. He's magic, you know. You'll never hear me say that again. Kelechi Iheanacho. He's magic, you know. It's got a nice catch to it, hasn't it? Oh, Chelsea. Yeah, even they can get kicked out in it because they're part of the Super Six. They were going to win one anytime soon anyway, Marco. What? Not going to win one. I will never get to see my team Juventus win a UEFA Champions League title, Ellie. To be fair, like he says, they're never going to win one. Making signings of a 35-year-old or 34-year-old Ronaldo. Don't get me wrong, good player, but I mean, you don't sign the players at that age expecting them to carry you over the line. Do you know what I mean? And then signing everyone else on a free. Never did I think I'd get Lily singing Leicester songs. Oh, well, you lot are here for the bunts, why not? Arsenal will become the new Sheffield United. But they'll be getting paid handsomely for it, so why would the owners care? Only the fans would care. But even then, they start to get good players at that wage structure. I only benefit from Super League, therefore I can't complain. It just makes me richer. Richer? Oh, richer. Funny thing is, you lot can't even see what I'm drinking properly. I mean, yeah, you can see the KSI logo, but to you it looks like water, innit? It's not actually water. It's yellow. It's yellow stuff. Yellow stuff. Are you going to play a game later? I'm not sure. I might do. I don't know. I might only stream for like half an hour. I just want to hear what people say. I can get a Discord going. I saw that and for one sec I thought it was not real. You saw what? Sorry, I thought what was not real. KSI stands for Kelechi Sexy Iheanacho. Shut up, man. Now you're taking it too far. What will happen to FIFA 2022? Well, Man City, Man United, Chelsea, Juve, Liverpool, Arsenal, Tottenham, AC, Inter, and the Spanish clubs, they're all going to be destroyed from that game. I don't know why I picked up the controller like I'm actually going to play. It's just a habit whenever I'm got the lights on and stuff on the camera. One positive is higher quality matches though. I find it tedious watching Man City versus Burnley, West Brom, Palace. Wouldn't much rather see them play Europe's best teams. Yeah, I agree, but then it kind of takes the gloss off their matches, doesn't it? I hate the idea. I think it'll destroy football. See, for me, football has been so far away from the fans for such a long time because the money involved is crazy. They don't do what they think is best for the fans or what's the most entertaining for the fans. It's all about where the revenue of money is going to come from, where it's going to go, how it makes who richer. Honestly, now that I'm looking at it, it reminds me of Pakistan politics. There's a reason Pakistan is 60, 70 years behind where it should be. I'm not saying it should be as updated and as tech, like, you know, up to tech with England and other places like that, but it's so much further behind than it should be, purely because of greedy politics. And the same thing here. What do I think about the Jose Mourinho being sacked? I'm not sure. We've got to find out the full reasoning for that, but yeah, Jose gets sacked everywhere he goes, so it's not the biggest surprise in the world. Looks like PES will be the most played game in the world. Do you know what? It's that bad online. I still think people are going to play FIFA. PlayStation Gamer, welcome to the stream. Everyone else, welcome too. Lella, just at work. How's my day been? No, Ryan, yeah, it's alright so far, man. Had a little power nap, makes no Leeds are equalised. Say, Lely 260, say yes to the Super League. To be honest, I don't know, man. The Super League, people not liking the idea of change, and I understand that, but it's just going from one greedy pocket to another. And the Premier League, that was slowly killing off all the other leagues anyway with how much money was getting pumped in. When was the last time anyone can sit here and say they watched a full season of the French League or La Liga while watching the Premier League or any other league like that? And you can name genuinely top talent that isn't at PSG or Bayern Munich or Dortmund, like out of the top 2-3 teams, because the Premier League is cherry picking with all this money they got. The Premier League has rarely been fun to watch anyway. I think it's been a lot of it has been a myth, in the sense that, okay, I'll tell you what's been fun, and I say fun very, very loosely here, because the matches themselves have been very, very dull a lot of the times. So Manchester United versus Liverpool, Arsenal v Tottenham, Manchester United v Arsenal, them sort of matches have been fun, but not even the most entertaining, to be honest. They've been fun because of the history that's enriched in, not because the quality of their matches are so high these days. They're not. You watch the Arsenal and Man United matches recently, a lot of them players wouldn't even make it in like a squad of them two teams over the last 10 years. It's the fact that we've enriched ourselves with so much history about these teams. That's what makes it fun. The actual quality isn't that high anymore. Funny how much EA and Sky are set to lose almost makes it funny. Yeah, that's why I don't have sympathy, because it's just going from one rich hand to another rich hand, and we're the ones paying the bottom book for it at the end. We're the ones that are having to pay sky high subscriptions and stuff like that. So, you know, I don't have sympathy, man. I don't have sympathy. I have sympathy for the fans, because they're not going to be the ones that get to travel around the world and watch it, because it's simply not, you know, affordable for a lot of people. It's, you know, you can't follow going home and away every midweek people got jobs and stuff. So them sort of fans I feel sorry for. But to be honest, them fans have not been looked after for the last 20 years. Gary Neville should maths debate with you. Huh? What's math? No, I'm using numbers as a figure, innit? Not as in like, yeah, it's not an actual debate. You get my point, innit? Super League is a charity league, no relegation, no promotion, pointless. As a Spurs fan, I have no idea we're even in this. Oh, I have no idea how we're in this. Yo, Lely, it's so sad. That's why I don't pay for Sky Sports. It's way too much. I pay for it, yeah, only because, and I think I'm gonna stop. I'll be straight up. I know how to get it without having to pay for it. Let's say that. But my family, they don't. Like my parents are a bit older on the side, and they're not gonna know how to do it. So I've just made it a lot easier for them to watch football. Them, only my dad watches it, but even then he doesn't really watch it like that. This might have been the last Premier League game for Liverpool. Yeah, it might have been. It might have been. We don't know yet. UEFA failed with FFP and tried to create a Super League in the past. FIFA tried to expand the World Club for years. BT and Sky tried to charge it. Do you know when I got off the stream, Trinks J? That's a very, very, very good point. Because you know how Sky Sports and BT Sports and all these other broadcasters are talking about the betterment of the, you know, for the fans and stuff like that. Mate, we were in a national pandemic. Not national, worldwide pandemic, yeah? Like, not just like certain countries affected. No, pretty much all countries worldwide were affected by the coronavirus. And at a time where people are losing their jobs, Sky and BT were trying to charge £15 a match. Are you dizzy? And then they turn around a few months later saying, we're trying to look after the fans. We want the football, the clubs, and, you know, it's not attainable. And all. You motherfucker. Oh, you know, I shouldn't really swear like that, but I sat there. And then last year, these clubs, these 14 clubs that are not part of the Super League, remember, a lot of these clubs that want betterment for the league, the betterment, shall I say, don't know why I air quoted leagues, because leagues exist, the betterment doesn't. A lot of them wanted this season null and void. They didn't care about the betterment of the league. They didn't care about who finished where. They wanted to make sure they didn't get relegated and stuff like that. So these clubs are so... the hypocrisy levels are ridiculous. So hypocritical, man. Pogba says he supports ESL. To be honest, I don't see why he wouldn't. I mean, he's just going to get a bigger paycheck. Do you have time to play some Script Evolution Soccer? Maybe. Lely, you got baited with maths debate. Yeah, I realised after you just said it, which is why I gave it quite a bit of a pause. Who made this Super League? I know the investors are, let's just say, uber rich. Konami are close to having the Super League. They'll be a partner of the competition. It don't matter, man. It don't matter what licenses they have. If their gameplay is awful online, people will just go to a game that will actually work. Super League incoming, Ian Rush and other. Thing is, EA will probably go in an easy bait. I didn't even wait. Was it you that made me think it? You know, I wasn't even. I wasn't looking at the comments. I need to really keep an eye on this because you, Ice Wallow, or a bit of yeah, it was you, man. I didn't even look at the names. The comments were coming in fast. I was actually talking about numbers and stuff as well, like financial figures. So he just caught me out, man. He's an idiot. I don't know how he does it. It just catches me in the mood, doesn't it? Bleach guy, welcome to the stream. Madrid and Man United lead it. Yeah, I heard Liverpool were a big push in it as well, to be fair, from the English side. They were the two biggest, what's it called? Like, I don't want to say the word pushers, but trying to push it as forward as fast as they can. Imagine being a Liverpool fan. And it feels great, innit? The fans aren't the one pushing this, so you can't fucking say imagine being a Liverpool fan. What are you on about? I don't know what the Super League is. Okay, you don't know what the Super League is. Okay, so I don't know the full format of it because I'm not really too interested in it myself. But I know, basically, it's a breakaway league that they want to compete in on, just say, Wednesday, midweek, Tuesdays and Wednesdays. And it's made up of the two Manchester clubs, so Man City, Man United, Liverpool, Arsenal, Tottenham and Chelsea. Them 6 Premier League teams. You got Atletico Madrid, Real Madrid, Barcelona. Then you have Juventus, AC Milan and Inter Milan. They're the teams so far confirmed in this league. There's going to be another 3 more coming out soon. And then I don't know how the rest of the other 5, because it's meant to be up to 20 teams. How dare Arsenal calling themselves super. But basically, they're going to do a league where, I think from what I've read, it's two leagues of 10 teams. And the winners, or the top 4 of each of them groups or leagues, go off into some like playoff finals. And then from there, they, it's like an American style thing. To be honest, I can see it working. I can actually see it being entertaining, because you'll get the leagues, you'll get the knockout phase from it and stuff. I can actually see it being entertaining. It's what it does to the rest of the football is what really like hurts people. Why they say it's bad? Because why they're saying it's bad is, if they were to stay in the Premier League when they do this, if they were to stay in there, because they're getting paid so much more for going in the Super League, and there's no relegation, by the way. There's no like promotion into it. So the teams in there are going to get a huge sum of money, more than what they would get from the Premier League, more than what they get for the Champions League, just for being in that league. Like they get like 300 million for starting off in there. I think they end up with a package of 3 billion each or something. And there's no like, you could finish bottom every year and you'll still be doing better than what, say, Leicester winning the Premier League every year, which is insane. But they're saying that them clubs would then go back to their own league if they were allowed to compete in there, and they wouldn't take that seriously, which would make the Premier League a joke, or La Liga a joke. And that's the big problem. So what these league holders like FA and the Spanish FA and the Italian FA and all that, they're basically saying, if you're going there, we're kicking you out of our league, so you can't play in the Premier League, you can't play in the FA Cup, Carling Cup, and UEFA said, obviously, because you're playing there, you can't come towards us, so you're going to get kicked out of the Champions League as well. So that's what it is. The only reason PSG have not joined, especially in that Qatar owners don't want bad relations with UEFA. After all, UEFA got them the Qatar World Cup. That's a big point, actually. I didn't think of it like that. You know what, lads? Let's get the Discord going again. 1 second. I did have one here, didn't I? Where's my Discord link? I'll get myself in the Discord link and then edit channel, invites. How do I create an invite? Copy. Whoever wants to come in the Discord, if you want to have a quick chat in here, you can jump in on this call at any time and we can discuss. Let me put that front. I want to hear other people's opinions, you see. I'm one of the people until I hit 15,000 subscribers and then everything behind a paywall. I'm joking, lads, I'm joking. And BMF, welcome back to the stream. EA can't do this because the game is being licensed by FIFA. What do you mean EA can't do what? Sorry, what have I missed? Wait, take my socks out. EA can't do this. EA don't have no choice in this. They're just going to, they've got the FIFA license. So if FIFA terminate the contracts of Man United and Liverpool, then EA can't use them. Simple as that. But United, Barcelona, Juventus, Bayern Munich, they're all got individual partnerships with Konami. So
my boy Lily,
fine like that. The first time it's actually worked out like that. But the thing is, I can see EA going making some individual deals with them. Sorry lads, I'm just taking my socks off, my feet are getting really hot. I've got work in the morning as well, lads, so I'm not going to be up too late. Whoops. Did not mean to do that. I was just trying to see where it was. The next thing I've actually pulled it on the way back up. My chair does this thing where it slowly goes down, but I don't think it's doing it now. Is it? I'm just watching. No, I'm good. All clubs should follow the Bundesliga rule and be the majority run back fans. That's what I was saying, man. I was saying that the Bundesliga had a vision far ahead of what the Premier League did. UEFA will grant PSG Champions League trophies this year just for PSG to turn their backs on them.
My boy, Lily.
It is thanks to the president of the... Harris, if you're online, jump in Discord so I can take piss at you. I mean, so we can chat. What have I done? Oh yeah, NLBMF's in there, yeah. Michael Jackson's coming to the Discord. Say yes to the Super League. Yes, Michael. For you, Michael, I'll say yes to. You get my vote. This man, Lely, ain't paid. I can see you. You go, this man, Lely, ain't paying attention. You've literally typed it in and I'm reading it. Now I'm not paying attention. Now I've gone back to the other chat. But I'll be there. Lely, can you hear him? Is he here? He's not in the chat, is he? 1 second. If he is, I can't hear him. I can't hear anyone in the Discord chat. Oh wait. He's muted. Why is he muted? I haven't muted him. Can you not hear him?
Hello, my buddy.
Lily. Oh, 1 second. 1 second, wait. My headphones are messed up. 1 second. Why has this happened? 1 second. My audio is messed up.
Can you hear me?
1 second. 1 second. I think I can... There we go. Are you there? Hello? My headphones are just messed up and... I think I can hear him now. I thought I heard someone in the background. Ahmed, are you there? Can you not hear him? I can't hear him. It says he's muted, but why is he muted? Has he muted himself? Join that Discord. Okay, wait, let me 1 second. Let me increase the limit to 3 people, then join on that. I don't know what, I thought I heard him for a split second. Right, join in on that. There's another space open, join in on the chat, let me see. Sorry guys, 1 second.
Lily, can you hear me?
Now I can hear you. You sexy bastard.
Wait, can you hear me?
I can hear both of you.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah. Oh, and BMF jumping as well.
How are you?
One at a time, lads. One at a time. Who?
How are you?
I'm okay, lads. I'm okay. Right.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you as well.
Yes, yes.
Can hear both of you.
Alright.
Okay.
Hey, where's my boy, Lily?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
Can he hear?
This Super League stuff, styrofoams.
Yeah, I can hear.
Yeah,
you.
man, this is crazy.
Okay,
Like,
lads. So one at a time. Yeah.
This is messed up.
Who do you lot support?
But I'm okay with it.
No. But which team do you support?
More money in the game.
In real football, who do you support? I don't know where he's listening to me from. Is he listening to me on the PC or the stream? It seems like he's so far away. Ahmed. Laddie's gonna regret this quote.
I support United though.
That's a BMF innit? NLBMF, yeah? Am I talking
You
to
know,
myself
one
here?
of the owners
United all day.
is
Liverpool.
one of the owners of the United club is with Perez, who does the Super League.
Why am I muted? Right, I'm muted. All right, lads. Can you hear me now?
Yes, yes.
Oh my god, I was muted all that time on Discord. I'm chatting to myself here.
Okay.
I don't know, lads. What am I on? All that time I was muted on Discord. Wow. So they were hearing me through the stream, not through Discord. Sick.
Yes. Now we can hear.
Nah, you
Always
Finally.
gotta be love, bro. Always gotta be you.
I don't know, lads. I'm not a streamer, innit? I pretend to be a streamer. That's what it is. Right, lads. We're finally good to go. Right, NLBMF, who do you support? You're an Arsenal fan, yeah? No, United fan. Am I on mute again or something?
No,
I'm
I
a-
can
I'm a
hear.
United fan.
Yeah, yeah. So NLBMF, what's your actual name? Or what's the name I can use that's easier to say?
I can hear you.
Yeah, what's your name, I said? I'm going to tear my hair out
You
here.
said
I can hear you, but I think he's hearing you from the stream.
Yeah, turn the stream down. Can you not hear me from Discord? I'm going to kill myself. I'm going to kill myself.
No, I can hear you, but I think he's hearing you from the stream.
I can hear you, Lily. I can hear you.
Yeah, but are you hearing me through the stream or are you hearing me through Discord? Oh my god. Yeah, he's hearing me through the stream, not the Discord.
Yes, I can hear my voice.
Through the stream.
Yeah, but can you not jump into the Discord because there's such a delay when you do it this way?
Anyway,
I'm gonna cry. Ahmed can hear me live, right?
yes.
Yeah, Ahmed can hear me
Oh.
live.
I
I
can
see.
hear you clearly. Yes.
Right, Ahmed,
I
who,
think,
who do you support? Ahmed.
You can see I'm Barcelona.
Barcelona,
boy
yeah, I can see your
from
Messi picture.
Yeah. It's like this crazy Bartomeu. I think. Sorry, Perez is a crazy man. He's
So-
like
So the one
money in the game, more money in the game.
So, as a Barcelona fan, do you want to be in the Super League or do you want to stay in La Liga and play Champions League?
To be honest, right now I'm so confused. Like, so many things happen too fast. But I think I am okay with it. Of the teams, just okay, we lose all the teams lose the Champions League, but I think if we stay in the Spanish league, all the English league is staying in the Premier League, that's okay. But only involved just all the season in the Super League, that's not okay.
So wait,
one
so
trophy, it's like no.
no, but then do you want to? So if La Liga said to you, either you go to the Super League and no La Liga, you can't play in La Liga, would you be okay with that, or
No,
would you
no,
say
no.
so you
Of course
want to
not.
stay in La Liga?
No,
As a
of course not.
Take that, honestly.
No. I
Because
just I think
The one thing about it is that it's not doesn't have that much competition in it. Like Barcelona, Real Madrid always winning every time. So them being the Super League gives them that more competition in playing a better league than playing the La Liga. No disrespect to other clubs, but I think if I was a Barcelona fan, I would honestly take the Super League over La Liga because only like 3 people win the league every year. It's between Real Madrid, Atletico, and Barcelona. Same for the German league and the French league. But for the
yeah, but
but for the English league, there's competition there. Like no one expected like 2016 back then Leicester should win the Premier League. Like there's always competition in the Premier League, and that's why we love the Premier League. And this what's it called? This Super League stuff about the money stuff. I was there from City because when City got banned in the Champions League, I was telling my dad, I said, look at the way City got banned, but they didn't get punished for that. And Marino was saying that if you were guilty, why you not being punished? You can't say you're guilty and you're not getting punished. So when Marino was saying that, like, this man had a point. He was trying to tell them that this can cause situations now because a club can just go do something else by breaking the law, right? And if they're trying to fight for the defensive case, they can just say, "Oh yeah, you guys did this. You guys let City do this. So why are you complaining about us?"
And I understand where you're coming from. And someone in the comments goes that Barcelona won't actually get kicked out of La Liga.
I mean, they can't actually. They can't kick off Real Madrid and Barcelona and Atletico Madrid. That will be knockout for the La Liga. You know, what I mean, this stuff. I don't
But the
think.
Premier League, they're saying they're going to kick out 6 teams, and they're the
No,
biggest
I
teams.
don't think so. I don't think so.
No, they've already said it. They've already said it. So whether they're just trying to scare them or something is another
Just
thing.
the Sky Sport and the just talking the paper. No, nothing is officially. They can't do that. They have to go to the court. They have to be. It will be like messed up. They can't really just decide and do it. The
I,
teams will be. They will go to the court and then the court decide. You know.
I don't think they can do it too because of one thing and one thing only: Manchester United and Liverpool, the two biggest teams in England. They can't
Because
just let. They can't just say that. Oh yeah, let these two teams go just like that, and they lose. You're just telling yourself we're losing a lot of money, losing a lot of views, losing a lot of revenues. Like let it just go like that. But they can't do that. They gotta like figure something out because they can just do this. They can be okay with this by saying that. What's it called? They can do this by saying they can be okay with saying that. Oh yeah, let them leave. We're just gonna manage these big teams, right? We're gonna manage these small teams. I mean, like West Ham, Leicester City, Fulham, Newcastle. Like we can manage them and be something, just like we did for the other teams.
Tom,
Like
he's calling Leicester small. Does he not know they have Kelechi
Oh,
Iheanacho? Don't worry, Tom. I got you. Nah, I get where you're coming from. I know exactly what you're saying, but the problem with that is, and be honest, yeah, like for me right now, paying £40-50 a month for my TV subscriptions to watch the Premier League football, would I do that if there were no Man United, Liverpool? But even if Chelsea and City win that, I probably wouldn't even pay it for them. I'd only do it if Liverpool and United were in there.
Chelsea and Manchester City, like they're good teams right now because they spend a lot of money, right? But they've not reached to that point of where United, Liverpool did carry the league for how many years? For like the past 70 years, 100 years, we carried that league. So I won't pay that much of money for that for to just watch Chelsea or Manchester City or Arsenal, for that matter though. So I think that's how it's gonna be.
So long as UEFA have already, PES Barca goes, UEFA already have an alternative for ESL. It's Champions
And
with 10 group stage games instead of 6. There's going to be a lot of reactions going on. Did you see the Leeds players t-shirts? Yeah, go on, sorry.
I know,
about this,
like,
the
it's the competition. I can't, if my team decide to just leave the Champions League, that's okay, and playing the Super League. But I will be not okay with just leaving the Liga, Spanish Liga. That competition, Super League and La Liga. Okay, and just. Okay, that will be okay with me, but not leaving La Liga, of course, that will be disappointing for me as a fan, um, because La Liga, it will be more competition for Barcelona and Real Madrid, and the Clasico, one of
But
the
every
big
year,
games.
every year in La Liga, it's Barcelona or Real Madrid. The competition is very small there. Very little.
Yeah, but you can't just play one competition in the whole season, Super League, and just leaving all the competition like Champions League and Spanish League and all the things. No.
But that one league is the best league in the world. Why not?
Yeah, but leaving all the competition, just playing Super League, that's nothing. I don't think they will do that. I don't think even I don't think the Spanish League will just kick off Barcelona and Real Madrid from the league. They can't really do that. They saying we will do it, but I don't think they can.
Someone goes to me, if you owned one of these clubs, of course you're gonna go for it because the money. It's because now football, not football. Because you're gonna go for it because it's business now, not football. Even in a press conference or interview, they said football, and it's all that is second. Yeah, no, that's true. And no, I am fasting, but I'm not fasting at this time because it's 11 o'clock at night. We've got to have some time to eat and drink. So yeah, we don't. I can
Let me
eat for
say,
the next 5 hours.
let me say one thing. I am sorry for my English in the stream for the everyone in the chat.
Lily, it feels as though this is pre-recorded voice. Shut up, Shad. Yeah, go on. say what you need to say. Go on.
I said that. I'm trying to say that they made like UEFA, FIFA. They all made this happen on their watch. They knew this was gonna happen. They just knew that. Oh yeah, because we're still making money. They have money in their pocket. They don't need to worry about what's gonna happen. Now that this has already happened, now they know that. Oh yeah, we're gonna lose a lot of money. So let's act up. Let's try and ban some people. Try and ban people from playing the World Cup and and the Euros. I'm thinking to myself like that doesn't make sense because you guys give them the power. You guys made them have the power of what they're doing right now. Because if they were serious enough and deal with this seriously, this won't happen. You're not gonna see like Manchester City or Chelsea having or Liverpool, all these clubs having this much power and trying to create a super league.
Can I interrupt you for 1 second? Shaz, you're a dick. So one of the comments goes, one of the comments goes, waiting for Lely's next guest called Indian Call Center Lely. He says this is me playing as 3 different voices. Shut up, Shaz. Yeah, carry on. Sorry, he's being an idiot.
So
let me just say one point. I think Chisma. I think the UF they can't really just ban all the players. All the top players are in these teams like France. All the players who won the World Cup are playing in these teams. So they can't really because it's not like their own players. They can't just decide like that. There's something like court, and they have to go there, and it will be taking lots of months or maybe years just to decide.
And the one thing about this is that Messi decided to say he's not going to play in the Super League because as a Barcelona fan, right? This man is trying to leave your club. You guys don't want him to leave, but Barcelona decided to say, "Oh yeah, that's good enough for us to say, let's go decide to join the Super League." And besides, they said the European Super League. Why is Manchester City in the Super League? Why is Arsenal in the Super League? Why is Spurs in the Super League? Like this club don't deserve to be in the Super League.
I'm just catching up on some of the chat here by the second. 1 second. There's an interesting point here, which I'll touch about this in a moment, because someone goes to me, why is everyone crying about the Super League? Or stop crying about the Super League. Where was this energy for fighting racism in football? You know what? Shall I tell you something? Yeah? And I agree with him to an extent. The football game is being hurt, yeah? Like, people are worried about the money, yeah? But what about when people were actually on the pitch getting hurt? Where was this energy? That's a good point, because like everyone taking a knee has done nothing for the last 9 months, however long it's been going on for, yeah?
Yeah,
there's been nothing, but suddenly this happens, and Sky Sports are full 24/7 behind, throwing everyone under the bus, trying to get their money back. But with racism, it's like, oh yeah, we'll do one thing, wear a t-shirt one day, go on the knee the next day. That you know what that is? That shows you how important money is to these people behind Sky. So that, yeah, I'm not shushing it. Don't get me wrong, I'm not a guy to shush away like that. But that's a good point you brought up. Obviously, my mind is a bit more focused on the Super League, and I've always said football is allowing racism to exist by not being harsh enough on it.
Yeah, you're right. Like they're trying to they're not being harsh about it because things like what's it called now? Things like some players,
Ali
some players
Adam,
because
I'll
they're not
respond to you in a second. Yeah, go on. Carry on.
because players are not like how I say they're not African Americans, right? And they're not from what's it called? They're not from England, right? They're not from England. They just go and attack them. They criticize them every time. I'm thinking to myself, someone like Paul Pogba, right? This man, all he gets haircut. He has a wife. He has a kid. He doesn't do nothing else. He doesn't go out. They don't say, "Oh yeah, Paul Pogba is sleeping with another woman." They don't. They don't. You don't see that. But they try to criticize this man as if he owes them something, which is very wrong. Same thing as for Marcus Rashford. This man is be feeding a lot of people's kids, right? And he had a lot of money, right? He said, "I'm not only looking at this right now. I'm also looking at my family's future, right? So he can't be in the same predicament that he was when he was a child, where his family struggles to eat, and that's a terrible thing." He said, I'm gonna go invest in some houses, right? And so just investing some houses makes you a lot of money. Then you're gonna see the British media saying, "Oh yeah, Michael Rashford just spent the money he got from for feeding kids on houses." I'm thinking to myself, like, where'd you get that proof from? Like, who was that? Where'd you get your?
I wouldn't take too much into the media on that because we all know whether they want to admit it or not, there is a massive racist tone that they use when it comes to what footballers do. Whether they, if you're a black footballer, let's just say, I'm not gonna try saying anything nice about it in the sense, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. You're a black footballer and you do something the same as a white footballer, they will use the exact same story and put a spin on it. Even the words they use, they make it look like such a bad story. Like when Phil Foden bought his house for his mum, yeah, they go, "Oh, young footballer looks after family," but a black guy does it, Rashford. Oh, look at, he's got an extravagant Sterling. Sorry, Sterling was the one that did it. Extravagant lifestyle and shit.
Right.
And they use like golden toilets and shit like that. Like, come on, man.
They said, look at Greenwood's situation, right? Him and Foden, they got a car, right? Going out with women, right? By that time, Foden has a girlfriend, right? Has a baby. But Greenwood, I think by that time wasn't dating no one, right? But they criticize him so much. This man, especially this season, all they try to like protect him from the media, like saying, "Oh yes, he was sick, he was doing that," because one of his friends died from suicide. So he was not trying to let the media ask him about too much questions, trying to make him focus about himself. That, oh yeah, he was sick, he trained, blah blah, giving the excuses.
Well, one second. I just want to say, because people are saying we are getting off topic here. It is meant to be the European talk we're on about. I agree with you, but I'm just going to say that everyone is looking after their own pockets in that sense. The racism and stuff, that I'll leave that for another discussion. But yeah, it's one of those. No, it's exactly so. I just put it in the comments. This is going off topic. I didn't want it to go off topic. I wanted him to voice his opinions, and obviously, the thing is, the one thing. Well, one second. The one reason he's coming back to this, by the way, because when you say he's going off topic, he is slightly going off topic, but you got to remember these views are coming because of how the media has treated his. You're a United fan, aren't you? So he's seeing his player getting treated by the media like this, and then he's seeing the media attack these Manchester. Attack these clubs the way they are right now, and there's this backing. So in a way, it is slightly off topic, but it's sort of explains that thinking of why he thinks the media is going on in that sense as well. Yeah, it is about football. It is. I'm not paranoid.
I don't think I don't think it's gonna work because
the Super League? You don't think it's gonna work?
Yeah, because like you look at it, right, UEFA, the president of UEFA just said that you're gonna get banned in the World Cup and you're gonna ban in other competitions from by the UEFA, right? So with the players in their mind, the players that are playing for this club in their mind, especially Bruno, who's eager to win some trophies, like especially the Champions League, play for his country, like try to win the World Cup for his country.
So who are you on about? Because it cut out, I didn't hear you properly.
Oh, I said players like Bruno or CR7.
Fernandes, yeah.
They're eager to win trophies. You can see it in them. That's how they are on the pitch. Would they be thinking in their mind and say, "Let's go play in the Super League, but we get banned for representing our country"? And like this might like this next year World Cup, I think Portugal can have a good chance of winning because if you look at their score right now, they have a good score. They literally have a good score. I think this is one of the best score they have in like how many years now. I said that they can have a good chance of winning it, right? So would they try and risk that so that for the Super League because it's gonna make them money, you know? So I would think that's gonna happen. And some club said I think they said club said he's gonna retire if this happens because he said he doesn't. He said since 2019 that he doesn't want to be in the Super League at all. He
He
doesn't
didn't.
want any,
Klopp never said he's going to retire. He goes, he doesn't like the idea of
yeah.
the Super League.
And the well Chelsea is that I think they said Tuchel right. They said when he was trying to get his job right. He said I think they said they already informed me that about this. He said you already knew about this. He said that's why they signed him. He said he already knew about this. That he wants competition everywhere. That's why they signed. That's why they sacked Frank Lampard and got Tuchel so they can do this for the Super League.
What,
Which
Tuchel?
is
Nah, there's no way. No. I can't believe Tuchel knew about this.
I read. I think this. I'm not sure. I can't remember what happened, but I think I read news about it. They said that was the one of the reasons why they signed him because
No, but I think they meant Champions League. I don't think they meant Super League because the Super League talk hadn't been told by, like Klopp. Klopp's been there for far longer, and he says that he didn't have an idea about it. He goes, "Now I doubt Chelsea are going to tell Tuchel that this was going on all that time because these negotiations would have took time."
Yeah.
I've sent him the link. You can join.
The thing
Also,
is that
Lily, do you hear about Milner after the game today? He said,
Yeah,
I don't think this
Yeah,
is
he
a
doesn't
good
like it.
idea
Yeah, he doesn't
or
like it.
something like that. I hope it's ended and no one get hurt.
Yeah, I heard Klopp say it before the match. I heard Milner, who captained Liverpool today,
Dude,
say the exact
Figo
same thing.
so he said this is gonna ruin football. Like VAR is already doing that now. This is gonna ruin football. Like honestly, this the European Super League, right? I like it. Like it's a great idea for like maybe new competition to like spicy things up in the football world. But the way they're trying to do it is actually wrong. You can't say this because they're the top 6 club, right? They have a guaranteed spot. Like look at Arsenal, right? They are ninth in the league. They're literally ninth in the league. But they get spoiled for Leicester City, West Ham. Those
But
clubs
but,
who've worked
but
their ass up.
let's be honest. Let's be honest. They have the right. I think clubs like the top 6 from the Premier League and Real Madrid, Barcelona, they have their point. They involved the Champions League for too many years. They don't get money like everybody else. Like they are the they made the real Champions League. Yeah, you don't watch Champions League for CSKA Moscow or Shakhtar Donetsk
I love
or
Shakhtar
something like
Donetsk. Why not?
that.
I love them.
You watch Champions League for these clubs like Liverpool,
100%.
Manchester,
No.
and,
I watch
Real
for
Madrid.
Shakhtar, mate.
So,
Willian,
so
come from
I think
Shakhtar. I'm joking.
but I don't think so. Like they need to get their money back, man. They have like now Barcelona with doubts like 1 billion and Real Madrid 900 millions. They need money. They need more money in the game. So I think in the end the UEFA will just say, okay, you can cancel the Super League and we will give you more money for involving in the Champions League. I think this will happen.
And the one thing about that I think this was very planned well. They knew what they were doing. They knew, oh yeah, we're gonna do this. We also have like if they try to sue us, we also have like we already have evidence and we already have a case that we're gonna back up. We're gonna back the Super League. And I just read from Twitter that Perez is trying to destroy football for 100 years. Like I'm thinking to myself, why does this man try to create Super League? Real Madrid already won the Champions League 13 times. Like what else do you want? What's the point?
See,
The point is
it's
getting
money,
more
innit?
money.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
need
100%.
they need money.
10 years ago, it was something.
This coronavirus is killing them, man. There's no
Yeah,
fans. The stadium,
but
no crowd,
this is great.
no tickets, no t-shirt selling.
One second, lads.
Leave,
I need
motherfucker.
to get Shaz in here and so on. Papi Chulo, Chulo, can you leave the chat a second? I just want to get Shaz in for a minute because he's online. I need someone to leave the chat. So actually, wait. Let me increase the limit. Actually, Papi, are you there? He's left. Shaz, if you're there, there's a spot open. Come in for the chat through Discord. You can talk through your phone. Yeah, there he is. He's there. Now he just needs to activate it on his phone. Let his mic come through or something.
I've joined.
There-
Hello, everyone.
There he is.
Hello, hello.
Lely,
doing?
I never knew you had.
Huh?
Look at the crackhead.
What did Shaz say? I didn't hear him say what he said.
He said you're a crackhead. That's what he said. He said stop doing the cracks.
I'm not doing no crack.
Lely,
Stop
what I
making-
said is this was a very strange way of making me join your Discord.
How? I just sent you the link. What was wrong with it?
I've known you, what, how many years? 20 years?
You dickhead, I'm in the Discord today.
Not good enough, Lely.
I can't send you an invite before today. I've only just made it.
Fine.
Shaz was saying to
Oh,
me,
no.
yeah, but before he goes, I would love a Super League. They were his exact words. I'm just letting you lot know. Now he's on
Also-
internet. He's going
also,
to
let me-
change his views.
Let's be blunt.
I'm
Change
not
the
opposed to the idea. I'm not opposed to the idea of a better competition. I don't mind there being a Super League, but it has to be earned. It shouldn't be the right of clubs. I think a Super League
Yeah.
is the best 3 teams in
I
every
agree
league
with that.
that
But
play.
then-
I don't think.
Okay, so
I-
you're
I-
saying
I don't-
so you're saying the top 3 teams from each league. So every season, the top 3 teams that finish go into the Super League next season. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm not
so-
against the
so-
Super League. It's a better form of competition. I just don't like the idea of teams that
Guaranteed.
are awful domestically.
See, I don't agree with you because then how else will we get Arsenal in there?
Yeah, but Arsenal.
Why everybody talking about Arsenal here?
Because they're shit.
Arsenal are a joke. That's why.
I mean,
It's
Twitter
okay.
is vibing with Twitter is vibing with Arsenal. Everybody saying Arsenal. We didn't need Arsenal. Arsenal is no.
Shit.
But then, okay, Shaz, let me ask you one thing then. Do you think it should replace the Champions League or go alongside it?
Go
So
alongside it. I think go alongside it because I would still want the Champions League to be part of football. So I don't want it to replace it. 'Cause the competition-
Let's see what Shazad says. The guy
that's a good word.
asked. God.
My opinion is, so I think the reason why UEFA are really, really annoyed about this prospect is they were actually planning to reformat the Champions League with these 12 clubs involved in the decision making, amongst 200 other clubs in the ECA. So the reason they're annoyed is basically JP Morgan have beaten them to the punch. I think the Champions League does need a bit of reformatting. To be honest, I would have thought they're better off reducing the lesser known teams because they want to expand it to 36 teams. But I don't know, maybe including, like, I don't know. I suppose the 5th team in England is better than the 2nd or the 1st team somewhere in the Czech Republic. That's my opinion. or the 4th team in Spain or the 5th team in Spain is better than your Spartak Moscow's and your FC Copenhagen's.
But then, isn't that because the money's getting pumped into them teams rather than it getting into Moscow and places like that? Would they not get better teams if they had more money?
They just won't. They just don't. As a business, they don't generate enough revenue. You can have a sheikh go, and if you remember, do you remember when 10 years ago? So before the Chinese expansion, and the new dawn of oil money, you had your Zenits, your FC, was it Machalka? Those clubs, they just, for where they are, they just don't generate enough money for it to be a viable business opportunity unless you're money laundering.
Yeah,
Let me just point at something here. One of the owners of United, Manchester United, is vice president of the Super League.
Oh yeah, he's a
Pep.
dickhead.
Nicely put.
Actually, I
Wait.
don't know him, but I just heard this on Twitter.
Yeah, he's not been to a single
He's a
game in
dick.
2 years. Obviously, coronavirus pandemic, whatnot, but he's not even given a
He's
single
a
interview
boy-ass bitch.
to any official Manchester United fan site, website for 2 years. This was his first
He hasn't
interview.
had an interview for 16 years. That's how bad it is. He hasn't had an interview maybe to the fans for 16 years.
Yo, how long has he been there for? He's not been there for 16 years, has he?
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what-
they've owned it for 16 years. Yeah.
Has the Glazers owned it for that long? Fuck me, time is
Yeah.
flying, man. Shit, 16
Yeah,
years.
it's flown through the last few years. It was a very slow first 10 years.
Yo,
Like-
time has flown, man. Yo, they've been
It's like-
leeching United for
like-
16 years. What the fuck?
My
Ali
question
had-
is that.
What
My
was your
question is
question?
that our boss like for United right now, like during January when we were first in the league, right? We were putting like, oh yeah, just get us a center back that we could just basically manage throughout the whole season and try like maybe maintain our position. Hold on.
Someone's gonna get an ass whooping. You talk too loud, boy. No, I'm joking.
Nah, you know what that is? You talking shit about the Super League?
Right, there's a question from Ali Adam here. Yeah, he goes, Lally, do you talk about, or do you think the talk about the big team players will be sellouts, or will they give in for double the wages? Well, to be honest, Salah and all these Liverpool players can't just walk away from their contract without any punishments from Liverpool. It doesn't. You can't just walk away from your contracts. So it's not in their hands for them to even
Yes.
decide that.
It's reminiscent to like the Oscars of the world and the Hulks of the world. You have to remember footballers have a very short career span where they can actually earn money, and they have to invest it properly. Like you see nowadays, look at your Paul Mersons and who's that bloke? Trevor? I'm trying to think of the one who lost all his money.
It's not Travis Sinclair, is it?
David James, former England keeper. These are some like big names of previous years who obviously don't invest wisely and they don't have longevity in their careers. You'll get players that will play in breakaway leagues if the money's right, and if they do, obviously, I can't blame them because they obviously, some of them come from a very poor background. So I can't begrudge anyone earning bread for their family and their future generations. I don't think the majority of players will though, because these are fiercely competitive players who want to play week in, week out, and they want to play in the big competitions, the World Cups, the European Championships.
Okay, let me ask you something then, Shaz, yeah? Because one player that obviously you watch weekly, Bruno Fernandes, you could tell he's a massively competitive player. Say he gets offered 100 grand a week to play for a non-Super League team, but then he can go to the Super League and make 400 grand a week. Would you begrudge him if he went to the Super League?
I've said to you before as well, I wouldn't begrudge him if he left United.
Yeah, that's true.
I've said this
But then,
to you
okay,
previously.
okay,
I
but
don't
then-
begrudge anyone who plays for trophies and wants to play for ambition. Crack on.
yeah, fair enough. I can see that being the way though, where people, to be honest though, Shaz, if you're playing in the Super League, you are probably playing in the toughest league of the lot though, aren't you? So in a way,
No, but
course.
yes and no. You are, but you're not having the week in, week out. And as we say, a Super League is yearly. The World Cup is going to happen every 4 years. World Cup, these players will give up their Super Leagues for a World Cup medal any day of the week.
so you know this Super League, yeah, it's what 20. So you're going to play, because it's apparently it's going to be two group stages of 10 teams, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you're
Yes,
going to
yes.
probably play 2 games each in there, which is you're talking 18 games. No, yeah, 18 games because you play 9 teams twice, isn't it? So 18 games, and then potentially if you get through that, you're going to play up to what 23, 24 games. So you're still playing quite a lot of football, Shaz, in that spell.
I like, you know what, this is what I was saying. I like the skeleton idea of the Super League. I do like it. I don't agree with how it's being done though. It should be on merit. I like the fact that there'll be 2 tables. There'll be more matches in qualifying, and then you'll go out to knockout stages. That's quite good. But what I don't like is the fact that you don't have to finish first, second, third to actually get into it.
Yeah, that I agree with. I don't like how teams are just
I
there
do
based on what
like
they
Yeah,
how
but-
it is.
But in the end, these teams will be, of course, the top in their league. Like they have, they playing in the Super League, so they having the best players, right?
Yeah, they will have the
Yes
best
and
of
no.
both.
So in terms of investment and value, if you look at it, so Spurs this year have spent a lot of money comparatively to West Ham, and West Ham are higher than them. Everton have spent a decent amount of money
Oh,
this summer.
come on. Like they have Arkdaya or Alderweireld. Oh, come on. They have the
But they
worst
still spent money.
defenders.
They still spent money. This is factual information. If they spend it wrong, so the reason these clubs are going for the Super League is from a business perspective. This gets rid of the uncertainty factor. So it just removes the fact that, oh, what will we do if we don't qualify for the Champions League? Or never mind, we're going to get 310 million on the 5th of August every year. That's it. You can still be. Look at Manchester United. People say they don't buy. They don't. United have brought some world-class players in the last 10 years. Your Falcao's, your Di Maria's. They're just bad investments, though. They don't fit the business strategy. It doesn't matter. You can spend money and still be shit.
No, but if you are in the Super League, I don't think they will just make like the best players are
I
familiar,
just want to know
but
because
you know the
Ronald
best,
says
you know the
Ronald.
best of the game, right? You know the best of the game. So just you have the money now. You have the money now. You are in the Super League. There's so much money. So just bring the
Yeah,
best
I agree with that
teams.
element. It'll make domestic leagues very unfair, which is why I think that there has to be some form of parity for the other clubs that want to come in. But then we also forget that realistically, there's no FFP, so there's nothing actually stopping Everton, who are statistically one of the richest clubs in England. Their owners, what are they, third or fourth richest owners in England? There's nothing stopping them from just pumping money in and getting a new sponsorship deal like Man City did to pay for their overspending when they decided his brother was going to sponsor the Etihad.
Also, let me just point at something.
One second
You know,
before you put, I just need to get something out there. Yeah. First of all, Ronald Mulligan goes bad attitude, and then he said crap. I want to know where he's referring to this bad attitude. Is it you're thinking we're not? Well, actually, let me let you clear that out. You clear that up first, Ronald, and then I'll discuss that. And then also, and I'm guessing this question will go for Shaz and you as well. If our team split off, because Ali Adam goes, will I still support Liverpool if this happens, Lenny? Now, will I support Liverpool? Yes, I will. I'm not going to stop supporting Liverpool like that. But am I behind the owners that are currently there? No, I wouldn't be. And I'm guessing that's going to be the majority for a lot of people. A lot of people saying, oh, I'm not going to support United, I'm not going to support Liverpool, whatever. Bollocks, mate. We've seen a lot of bad things happen in football. A lot of things, managers get sacked that you wouldn't want to happen, and things happen against your club that you don't like. When your club are the ones making these decisions, you've always been there. And I expect you will still be there regardless of what happens now, yeah? That's my opinion on it. Lads, do you two see football fans actually walking away from their club? Or is this just a big, like, hysteria, like, just with the social media wave of, yeah, I'm leaving my club? Do you think it's just a bit of a hissy fit by a lot of people? Or do you actually
no,
think...
no, I don't think everyone will just stay and support their teams. Just the social media and the people getting exciting, supporting the FIFA and UEFA. But I think everyone will just stay and support their teams. Also, let me just say this one before I forget. With all this money in the Super League and all the teams getting this money, I think the player market will just rise as crazy. The players will just just two players with 500 millions. I don't think everyone just thought this like Perez. I don't think he just thought of this with getting the Super League. The players market and the price will just go high and high and high.
No, I don't think the market will... Alright, it might change somewhat. I don't know, it's hard to describe how the market's going to change. Because
It'll definitely.
But the thing is, because I heard there may be wage caps, I heard there may be some sort of
Yeah,
caps.
but you don't know what the wage cap will be. Obviously, if you got...
Yo, what's happened? Your voice just cut.
Sorry,
Again? It's cut again? You apologise and then you cut again. See, sort of while we're waiting for Shaz to come back.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you can hear you now, go on.
Right, I'm still new to this Discord thing. My friends had it for 20 years and never invited me.
And not had Discord for 20 years. I just about made it this year, you dick.
Right, okay, I pushed again. I was saying, it depends on what the wage cap is. I wouldn't be surprised if the wage cap is ridiculous. So you got to understand that this is just a business venture for these clubs. So comparatively, if you win the Premier League, you get what, 150 mil pocket money prize. If you win the Champions League, you get 110 mil. These clubs are going to stand to get 310 mil on day one. If they want to, obviously PSG aren't going to want to let go of their players and what they're trying to create. They're going to offer their players bigger contracts, and their players are already on like ridiculous wages. Your Neymars, your Mbappes. So yeah, the wage cap is not going to be. You're not thinking like 200k, 500k. Probably going to be 1.5 mil, 1 mil.
Got a week.
Yeah, why not? You say it like you're surprised. Don't the likes of Messi earn 750 mil? The likes of Neymar earning that as well.
Yeah, I
Sorry,
get.
750.
Yeah, I understood. Yeah, but the thing is, because someone goes, "Are you?" But like they go, you'll still be spending your money, and you'll also be part of the problem. I.e., we're investing into this. To be honest, I personally won't be investing into the European Super League if it goes in that trend. Will I keep an eye out for Liverpool results? Yes, I will. I'm not going to be backing other teams. Yeah, but I don't want to be paying an extra subscription fee to fund this ridiculous move. Like, I don't really want to. But then again, I wouldn't be... I'd cancel my Sky Sports if United and Liverpool left the Premier League. If both of them left the Premier League, keep Chelsea, keep City, keep Arsenal, keep Tottenham, I would still cancel my Sky Sports. Because the two biggest teams of English football have walked out. So if they went to the Super League, would I then, if it's going to be extortionate fees, pay to watch them? I wouldn't pay, no. I would legitimately or illegally watch streams like millions
Fire
I would.
stick.
Yeah, Fire Stick style.
That's it.
But I might say it, and obviously
I wouldn't stop supporting my team. I would dislike how they've gone about. Maybe I wouldn't go to the games and give them money. I don't know. I don't know, but it's just the fact that obviously you grow up supporting a team and you're just used to seeing that team play week in, week out, and you naturally want them to do well. You can always hate the owners. I've hated the owners, since they took over.
So someone goes, does this mean the Championship, League 1, League 2 and the lower leagues will cease to exist due to the lack of interest and money? Well, to be honest, that's something the FA should have thought about before they lined these top clubs of stupidly powerful money. Why not think about investing it and building a more secure and more entertaining, self-sustaining leagues at the bottom? So if there was ever power move like this, you're not worried about it. But now they're worried about the biggest names moving because they've done so little in protecting or investing in the lowest leagues. So that's their own fault. So if they do cease to exist, it's the FA's fault for not supporting them enough at the right time. Like I said, innit, the wage caps should have come to the Premier League a very long time ago. They should have stopped Sky charging £50 a month to watch Premier League football, or £60 a month, whatever it is. They should have kept this sport, in my eyes, a working man sport. And yes, make your money on the side. Good, that's what every business does. But do not hand it over from the poor to the rich like they have. That's how I've seen
think
it.
they need a German ownership model as well, where
49% in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just
So for people that aren't familiar with that, basically, no one single person can own more than 49% of a football club, meaning they don't have the majority shareholder and they can't make decisions based on themselves. I think that 51% Shaz, though, that they can't get a hold of, is that like public? Like, does that have to be publicly owned, or could it be owned by a different party?
It can be owned by, I believe, different party as well, but they have to work in the interests of the fan base.
Okay, so let me put it this way then. In Germany, yeah? Say you owned 49%, I owned the other 51%. Me and you obviously friends of 20 years that I've just taught you how to learn like Discord and that. So we're getting there. Our friendship progresses, even though it's slow progression is there. Yeah. Could we decide to turn around and say, yeah, we're joining Super League, and not give the fans a real voice?
No, because then what would happen is, so you have your supporters union. Obviously, they have the right to take legal action against any trustee or shareholder behaving not in the interests of the club, and the interests of the clubs are obviously aligned by what the
So how
the
is it the
majority
Bundesliga's got
says.
that sort of power in their clubs, but the Premier League hasn't?
It works from ministerial code, isn't it? So it's what the government is by law, isn't it?
Oh, so it's their government, the way they've set up these football clubs
law,
and stuff.
yeah,
Yeah. Okay, fair
to
enough.
protect.
Well, again, that's
basically what-
well, this country hasn't looked at it like that, then, innit? I wasn't fully aware of how that part operates, so fair enough. Okay, the government's already looked out for the state of their football clubs then, and let's just say the England one hasn't. Boris Johnson came out today saying that we're not going to allow this to happen. What the hell does that dickhead know? Like,
I don't know, man. He can't even do his hair properly.
that's true as well, isn't it?
Everyone's just upset, Lily, because they're not gonna get their fair share of the pie.
100%. I've said this earlier. It's just
Sky, BT. I mean, weren't BT charging like £15.99 to watch like shitty games like Fulham, Newcastle? No offense to any of those fans. During the COVID crisis.
yeah, exactly. This is what I'm trying to say. They're crying out for moral codes now, but when we were in a worldwide pandemic, these fuckers were trying to charge us £15 to watch every game like a pay-per-view. Can you imagine watching a game where there's only 2 shots on target and you're paying £15 for that one match? I'd be crying, man.
And the thing is, the disconnect between the common fan and these like corporations is the fact that obviously your Joe blogs on the street. He knows, you work 9 to 5, 5 days a week. You want to see your team win. When they lose, like it's all part of like winning, losing, risk, reward. It's part of life, isn't it? Like I don't know. It'd be weird to watch the Premier League knowing, well, we don't even have to win it, and then we're gonna still play Real Madrid, Barcelona. I don't know. It's weird.
It's wrong.
It's stupid.
The Premier League, even if they allowed Man United and Liverpool to stay in there, they know they're still going to get hurt because they know Liverpool and United and whoever else is in that league, they're going to prioritise the Super League because that's where they want their biggest success. So they know that their own league will get weakened because Bruno Fernandes won't play in the Premier League every week. He'll probably get arrested for Van der Beek or whoever else, or like Lingard just before he left and became Lingardinho at West Ham. And that will devalue the Premier League. So the sponsorship level will naturally, when they see the players or what teams are coming out, the sponsorship deals will come down and down. And that's why they're not wanting this to go through. So it's not that they can't exist side by side. Of course they can. It's just that they know what's going to happen
Big
if they
Six
allow
have
it.
got the Premier League. The Big Six have got the Premier League over a barrel right now. They can literally just. I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, you've gone.
I said I wouldn't be surprised if this Super League is shelved in the next few weeks, and then you just come out with a new deal for clubs and distribution of money.
So you know that distribution of money thing, right? So this is the one thing where I thought that as well, because the Premier League right now, in terms of TV deals, they have this fair share of, everyone gets a fair share of TV money. But in La Liga, Barcelona and Real Madrid have always had like 80% of the TV money because they're on TV the most, and that's where it's contracted. And I was thinking, is that what these Premier League clubs are trying to do? But then I thought, if they're trying to do that, then they're kind of, again, it goes against the moral code of the fair fight in the Premier League and whatnot. So I don't know if it is that, Shaz. I don't know if it is.
No, but the owners aren't European or football. They don't come from like football backgrounds.
No, but what I'm trying to say is, even if they wanted to do that, could they even try it? Because the league will say no, we can't, because it goes against the actual ethics of how our league is run. Because we're making it a fair. I mean, they technically
might
they
not have a
could.
choice, Lily. They might not have a choice. So you got to understand that the FA has a different ownership of responsibilities. That their idea is to try and keep clubs afloat.
So is this the Ferrari version in the F1 world of we're going to pull out and then the FIA give them a better deal? Is that what you're trying to say?
Let's imagine for a second you're Sky or BT, right? And let's say the unthinkable happens. The top 6 are kicked out of the Premier League. I mean, they're not going to cry about it because they'll have their own Super League. But okay, do you now renegotiate with?
You've gone, Shaz.
So if you're Sky, you'd 100% renegotiate a lower deal with the Premier League, which would then obviously reduce.
Wait,
The-
you cut for a second. Wait, if you're Sky, you negotiate a low deal for who?
Well, with the Premier League for broadcasting
Oh, right,
games
yeah,
between,
100%, yeah.
teams number 6 to 20. Similarly, BT would do that again. What that leads to is less money going to grassroots football, and you'll see your like the smaller clubs. Like we've seen so many just like go into liquidation during COVID. That'll happen more and more. The FA is obviously going to try and avoid that, so they might just say, you know what, we'll bend over and take it from the big 6. Yeah, we'll give you an extra £5 an hour, and we'll take it off someone else.
So, yeah, this is the thing, innit? It then becomes how many. I agree with you. I feel like that's what could happen, but then I feel like
If the players are banned from Europe, European football and international football, they can. I was reading that they can come out of their contracts. So I think FIFPro, who manage the look after the majority of football players in terms of their ability to legally be able to get called up to your country, they were planning litigation as well. I just don't see how it happens without the players. And if you're the players, I mean, like you saw it today. Like within the first game, you could see James Milner came out, said he's not a fan. Klopp came out, as I think he said he's not a fan. You can tell by body language the players don't want it. The manager's probably thinking, "Nah, this ain't right." Again, these are people who have obviously been born and bred in the European culture of what football really is to the working man. But I don't see how it will go through unless UEFA and FIFA allow the players to play international football.
see the only thing about that, Shaz, is this current crop of players will have a bigger issue with it than say the next players coming up in the next 10, 20 years. That's my opinion, purely because, like you said, they're not brought up in that generation of, national football is everything. The debate of is the Champions League better than the World Cup has been around for a little while now because of the competition at the level of competition at the World Cup
Yeah,
seems
it's
to.
not.
No, but I'm saying the quality debate is there, and it's 2002, 2006, 98, 92. The World Cup was played at such a high level. Look at the teams competing for it. Right now, Shaz, you probably see 2 teams at best. Like you're talking France and Germany. That's about it. The international football, in terms of quality level, Shaz, it's massively hit. And people are already saying Fergie said it himself time ago. He goes, Champions League is probably the hardest trophy to win because it's cherry picked of the best teams. They go, when you play international football, it's almost not pot luck, but so for example, this England team that's there, the England team of 2002, 2006 would stand a far greater chance of winning a World Cup now than it did back then. But they couldn't choose who the opposition is because obviously different times, different footballers, isn't it? But now, like the level of football in Brazil is nowhere near as good as it was in 2002. Same with Italy. The quality of football in internationals is dramatically low right now, and that's why it's probably not as glorious as it was back in 4 or 5 World Cups ago.
Yeah, let's not get off topic, but I think
No,
winning
but
a
no, it's
trophy
not off
before
topic
you
though,
lose.
because it's not off topic because to win a European Super League, which is made up of the best players all the time, would that not become more appealing over like the next generation? I've won a league that had Mbappe, Neymar.
In terms of accolades, where we talk about the greatest ever, what's the one thing that keeps saying said about Messi?
The Copa del Rey is to go. Now I know what you're saying about the World Cup, but Shaz, again, when people want to use one thing,
Messi would 100% how many Champions League trophies has he won? He would 100%.
4, I think.
He'd probably trade one in just for what is it, the Copa America that he can't win.
Possibly.
He'd do it.
But Shaz,
He's
again, that's
international bottle job. He'd do it.
no,
He'd
Shaz,
probably
Shaz.
trade 3 of them for the World
But
Cup.
I said this next crop of players in 10, 15 years, not the current crop. I'm on about the next crop. Of
Yeah,
players.
I agree with that. Yeah,
That's what
Times
I
just
meant. That's what I
changed
said.
it
I'm sure I
because-
said that. And this is where the European
but
Super
then-
players coming from, innit? Like, they're not going to care about Messi and Ronaldo because their time is almost up in football. So they're not going to care if Messi and Ronaldo come to this league. They're really not. They're more interested in who's going to pull the money for them in the next 10 years. So for them, that's what it's about, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a bridge I suppose to cross at a different time, though, isn't it?
It's not though, because it's
So I
around the
can
corner,
imagine
man.
that happen. Yeah,
It is
I
around the
can
corner,
I can
man.
see that happen. The youth these days, Lily.
Yeah, even now, so maybe I can imagine someone like, I think the cut-off point might be Mbappe lot. These lot might be the ones that still want to play in World Cup before they go into European Super League. But when European Super League becomes the norm, shall I say, in air quotes, and it becomes the one that everyone wants, then maybe they are willing to give up the World Cup, which they see once every 4 years, and not even like the best teams competing, like if that makes sense. Like Ibrahimovic, one of the best centre forwards.
I wouldn't be surprised, Lily, if these guys make their own World Cup up.
You know what?
To be honest, you wouldn't, though, would you?
It is possible.
At this point, you wouldn't, innit? They'd just say, look, yeah, every 4 years, we'll just randomly give out some passports. There'll be like 4 teams: England, Spain, Brazil, or France. Germany didn't want to. No, France and Germany didn't join up, so they can fuck off. It'll be England, Spain, Italy, and well, let's just say Brazil. Everyone loves a good Brazilian. So yeah, we'll hand out passports, and you pick a country, and that's it. You crack on World Cup.
And what if everyone just picked Brazilian, like whatever? Then they've got no competition.
Yeah, well, that's what they want, innit? They don't want competition.
That's true as well. They're like, yeah, fair enough. We'll crack on. Right, you lot got your World Cup medals? Okay, let's go on to the next European Super League. No, I just think, to be honest, Chaz, I can. You know how you said, like, you can still see this not going through? I can easily see this going through, man. I can see it
Yeah,
easily going through.
yeah, because the clubs are owned by greedy bastards, yeah.
Yeah, that's why. I don't think... Neville and Carragher are crying, yeah, like... They literally like they're crying on TV right now. But I'm like, you lot sort of like... Even Neville goes, I've been quiet for a bit long about the Glazers. Well, yeah, you've been quiet for your own motives, I guess, yeah? There's reasons, innit, why you're quiet. And now you speak up when it's pretty much nail in the coffin time. Why not speak up about these things? You could, when City got banned from Champions League, yeah, but then miraculously within a few weeks they came back into it without serving any punishment or real punishment. The English media were loving it because they had another team back in the Champions League, but they didn't see the downside of clubs getting away with shit like this.
To counteract that point, in terms of, obviously you're saying Gary Neville speaking up about the Glazers.
Carragher too. I just used his.
Yeah.
He said it himself.
You've got
innit?
a point to some extent, but let's go back in time to historical facts that happened when Manchester United played AC Milan at Old Trafford. Now we all agree David Beckham had far more global appeal than Gary Neville, right?
Touch and go, but yeah, I agree.
So David Beckham wore. So this is during the game. He took a FC United scarf, and FC United at the time when Glazers took over was an offshoot. Was a football club made to spite the Glazers, and these were hardcore Manchester United fans who said, "We don't know what the club is anymore. We're going to go this way. We're going to make our own football team and crack on." That had little to zero media coverage then, because again, you forget that the media is also owned by greedy bastards.
So this is the thing there. In this day and age, so you're talking 2004, yeah? No, not 2004.
No, I'm talking the match. I believe it was in the Ronaldinho days. Ronaldinho played as well, so it would have been around about 2008, 9, or 9, 10.
Well, when Beckham was at AC Milan.
Yeah, when Beckham was at AC Milan, yeah.
So, yeah, okay. The thing is, though, Shaz, that is... Because there's... I'm trying to pick my words carefully here, because I don't want it to come across as being insensitive. But the way that's happened, you said it's got very little coverage. How long do they persist with that for? Because it reminds me of taking the knee, where they've done
Yeah, but
they've done
we go
enough
back
just to get it on there, just a little bit enough, but they haven't been persistent enough with it. This is my point in it. There's ways of
I
doing
know,
things.
but that goes back to the other point that like, which is again, I say which is just a pointless thing. So, as a professional like Gary Neville and Jamie Carragher, they're there to do their jobs. I don't expect them to come on every match day and say, "Fuck the owners," and now let's continue.
No, I'm not
They-
on about their punditry days, Chaz. I'm on about this has been coming for a very long time from when they were playing themselves. So this is what I'm on about. There's no point coming in now. And like I agree with you, I don't expect them to come in every week to say fuck the Glazers and FSG. I'm not expecting that. What I'm trying to say is though, is that when there was a bigger opportunity to actually stop the development of this European Super League, i.e., think about letting certain things happen in football that gives power to such clubs, i.e., letting Chelsea and City come in and spend like there's no tomorrow. That's a problem that was always going to come back in the end by allowing shit like this to happen, thinking that just giving teams instant success and letting them grow in stature so quickly, thinking it wasn't going to come back and bite the hand that fed them. Obviously, they didn't think about it.
I don't blame the players for that though.
No,
I
no,
blame
the clubs.
I blame the governance
Yeah,
of the authorities overlooking the actual sporting.
exactly. Development of the way the game is played and run out.
Yeah,
Not played,
I
sorry,
don't
the
blame
ways.
I don't blame any of the players for that. So
No, I'm not blaming the players for that. What I'm trying to say is, when they, as players or professionals, they can see this game from the inside and outside once they've left. Yeah.
yeah,
Surely Gary Neville and Jamie Carragher, I'm saying that because they went onto TV punditry after. Surely because they analyse this stuff, they could see it from the inside, saying, "Fucking hell, City and Chelsea are spending like crazy. We were there."
I think yeah, but Lily, I think they have made subtle references historically. So
But this is
Gary
my
Neville's
point.
always
It's
been
subtle,
critical
innit?
about how
It-
Manchester United's being run. They're not going to come out and just like, just blaze them at the start of every season, and people just forget. Literally, you can have a rant at something. It'll go on the internet. You'll get a lot of hits for a week or so, and then that's it. Everyone forgets, and you move on. Then the more you say it, people just say, "Well, you live in someone's head rent free." And the other thing is you got to understand as supporters. So when Chelsea came in, Abramovich came in with the money bags, and when the Sheikhs came in, their supporters were loving it. They loved the idea. Yes, we got Sugar Daddy. And obviously now the Sugar Daddy's like, fuck you.
so, so someone goes here. What United fans created a whole new club, not persistent enough. When you go to Old Trafford, there's loads of green and gold scarves and anti-Glazer sentiments. But this is the thing, innit? Let alone online. This is the thing. While you're there filling up their stadiums, while you're there staying in the pitch for 90 minutes and letting, because that's the sponsor's dream, innit? If you go into the stadium and walk out in the first or second minute, sponsors will not like that. It will have a negative image on the club. It will, obviously, eyes are not going on the prize, meaning their advertisements. So these will affect the club, and that's the best way to do it. I remember Liverpool recently, in the last couple of years, I know it's not to the same scale, I'm not going to pretend Liverpool did some heroic job, but they were getting stuck with or getting stiffed, shall I say, with some higher ticket prices. So what did the fans do? They organised a walkout, and they walked out in like the 60th or 70th minute of a game. And when you start to see fans walking, it doesn't look good. It gives that club, like you said, Shaz, remember when United did this organised sort of Glazers out thing and the market share went down by a bit? It needs,
The
needed
last
to
few
happen a
United
lot
games
more.
I've been to, Lily, the last few United games I've been to, I see more and more tourists, more and more like students from foreign countries, from East Asia. And you have to remember a lot of these business and sponsorship deals that are coming out now, like Manchester United's new tractor, the new noodles, the new pillow covers. They're coming from these countries. I don't think having green and gold everywhere.
You've just cut after green and gold, Shaz. Shaz? Don't tell me his phone died. I don't know what's happened to Shaz, lads. He's still in the Discord apparently. I'll hopefully we'll get Shaz back on the line. Man does talk sense at times. When by the way, what I was talking about in terms of, sure, I'm not going to deny my dad and family whose only enjoyment in life is football. The anti-Glazer movement was one of the biggest in history. No, but what I was saying is, this has been something that's been coming for a very long time. The moment that, I'm not going to say the moment, because it's, when people were complaining about Sky Sports subscription fees being too high, that's when you know the game was becoming too expensive for the working man, who the game was aimed at. The working class. I'm just trying to catch up on the comments here. Hopefully Shaz will come back. I think he might need to charge his phone or something. Yeah, see, look, song goes, Gary Neville has consistently spoke about the Glazers running it poorly or whatever, yeah? It's no longer just about the Glazers. You know, FSG's in there, you got Man City, Chelsea, Arsenal and Tottenham as well. Same sort of owners, just not as successful as United. That's all, yeah? Hats off to United, they smashed it when it comes to marketing. The thing is, though, the governing bodies of football should have looked after their league a lot better. And the fact that these footballers didn't see this coming... No, I haven't silenced you, dickhead, Shaz. Send me an invite, Shaz, by the way. I'm going to join on. I'll join on soon, shortly. I think his phone got killed or something. I didn't silence him. He's in the chat trolling me now. But yeah, the governing bodies didn't even think far enough that if we let clubs spend out their arse and become these behemoths of a business, what could happen? That's simple as that. The governing bodies of football didn't think about that. Players like Gary Neville and Jamie Carragher and everyone else that has left football through this era of, you know, the game getting stronger and stronger financially. The only reason I say Jamie Carragher and Neville, it's wrong for me to even say their names because they're just pundits right now. And they seem to have a lot of limelight on them because they're the ones on Sky Sports. So I shouldn't even really say their names. But players that were involved in this era of watching football go up there, how none of them thought, I'm watching someone else get 300 grand a week. Watching someone else get 250 grand a week. Something's not right here. Like, these clubs are getting way too strong, way too powerful to do this. And yet, I think there's not going to be a consequence from these clubs of having this much power. They should have, like, angled for these wage caps and transfer caps, like how much you can spend in 1 year, stuff like that, regardless of how much you earn as a club, because it stops. It doesn't even stop Sky Sports, but what that could do, Ofcom, places like that, they could then put a cap on how much Sky Sports can charge for us not having to pay for Sky Sports, i.e. £10 instead of £50 a month, or to say, you know, because you have to pay £20 for a base Sky package and then £30 on top for Sky Sports. So that's £50 a month for Sky Sports. If Ofcom says, look, you're not allowed to charge more than £10 for Sky Sports, that means the money that Sky can give for Premier League clubs, that comes down dramatically. The power comes down, the wages come down, the transfer budget comes down, the sponsorship, all of it comes down. But the reason it stays up is because us fans are paying through the arse when we go there. Shirt sales prices have gone up, everything's gone up. If they put caps on these things and kept it a working man's business, then yeah, breaking Premier League teams will agree for Big Six to leave the Premier League at the end of the season. Yo, don't even say that. Why am I being surprised? Let's see. If it's going to have happened, it will already be... And I'll tell you something funny, because I've gone onto Twitter. The first thing I see is Gary Lineker, yeah? Yesterday, he was mocking this, thinking it wasn't going to happen. An hour or two later, he's like, oh shit, look what's happened. These lot don't take shit serious, man. They think they're untouchable, which is why this shit's happening. He goes, one issue I'm very uncomfortable with is threats towards players not being allowed to play for their national team. The players have nothing to do with this and should not be punished in any way. These owners don't care about international football anyway. Yeah, he's got a point there. I'm just trying to find something. 1 second, lads. Where? Okay, now. I can't see. So yeah, you can see players joining the Super League will get bans. Shaz, invite me to party, by the way. Yeah, I'll join on soon. It reminds me of ISL. What's ISL? Are you on about the Indian Super League cricket? Is that what you're on about? Southgate loving it. At least you can blame someone else for not picking Trent. A good point. Very good point. Shaz, are you online now? Why are there no invitees? Oh, he's in the chat. Yeah, I'll join in a minute, Shaz. I'll join in a minute. I'm about to end the stream soon. Been going streaming for a little while now. Bloody hell, how long? Nearly an hour and a half as well. Fucking time flies, isn't it? Check this. You're in your class. Most of the popular kids decide to piss off and go homeschool, whereas you and the rest of your regular kids are now popular kids. Thanks, ESL. That's a good point. We're gonna win the league. Yeah, that's true. It's a nice way of looking at it. I mean, you're now the popular kids, but you're the popular kids amongst no one. No one else is there to like say, yeah, my guy. That's my guy, you know. Yeah, well, who's gonna say it now? No one. No one cares if you're their guy. Can the government step in and stop this, or their hands tied? I don't know about that. I'm not going to pretend I do know about that. The government saying they're going to stop it from happening, but I don't think the government actually have put themselves in a position to do that. I know in German football, Shaz said that the government has stopped someone owning 49%, more than 49%, and even if you do manage to team up with someone and get up to, like, say, 80% of an agreement, shall we say, that there's a fan sort of, the fans have a say. The fans have a legal say in Germany. Yeah, the interest of the fans and the club and stuff is met by the fans that are officially at the club. England doesn't have that policy. It's not in their laws, so I don't think they can actually have any power to stop this. So from the sounds of it, I don't think the government can actually stop this unless they introduce new laws, which it seems like it's too late. At least Lingardinho will be our new Harry Kane, new Sir Harry Kane. I quite like the idea. Imagine United playing in LA at 3 a.m. Zayn comes in with that. It's not, you know, like I said, there's a plus side and negative to everything. It's the way you look at it. Gary Neville's starting a Tamasha because his hotel football and Sky Sports review is under threat. Sky Sports revenue is under threat. Tamasha, you know. Man comes into YouTube, throws the word Tamasha. I love it. Okay, now. Not everyone would understand it. It means like a fuss, basically. Like a hissy fit style fuss. not even a professional fuss. A Tamasha, mate. Just throw one of them in. Love it. Like a historical woman sort of style thing. The government said they won't issue any working visas to European Super League players. That shows they can't do much. These clubs are just... The thing is though, okay, do you know if the government says you can't come into the country to do this or that, the other, all that means is Man United will say, fair enough, our home stadium now is in Indonesia. Come there, play footballers there. Like, you know, it's nothing, man. Like, there's workarounds this shit. Anfield, Old Trafford, the history will be gone like that. If the Premier League want to wipe away the history, fair enough, do so. Have no association with them clubs. They could say, we don't need a home stadium, we'll play every other... We'll tour every year, mate. That's what it might come down to. What will you eat for Seri? To be honest, I'm just going to stock up on liquids, man. I'm going to stock up on liquids. That's why I had some G Fuel just before during the stream. Or yeah, during the stream. And I'm going to drink my way to sleep till about 2 o'clock. and then I'll eat something. I eat light as well, man. Now I'll probably won't even eat. I'll probably just wake up for Fajr. That's it. Question for Shaz: what does he think of Mike? Shut up! Shut up! I just realised, because I read that before as well. I read it in my head. I know who it's from, so I'm not even read that out loud. I was about to say it as well, but Shaz ain't even here right now. Shaz isn't here right now. Oh man, lads, I am gonna call it a night as well, man. I am getting slightly tired. I just wanted to see other people's opinions and if there was anyone that's actually behind the Super League. And there's very few people that have more water than G Fuel. Yeah, I do, of course I do. I just had a little bit of G Fuel because it's got some vitamins and stuff in there which we lack throughout the day. But water's the best thing. You can't go too much in the G Fuel. Trinidad loves you, bro, and it's a sad day for football. And Trinidad comes in so late. I'm pretty much at the end of the stream, man. I'm not behind the Super League. I hate it. See, I like the fact that these top teams are going to play each other on a bit more of a regular basis. But I don't like what it's doing to the league. And not because of Sky Sports. I don't like what it's doing for the league because I like teams like Leicester and West Ham and these teams that can actually do something and not just be relegation fodder. I feel sorry for them. I don't feel sorry for Sky thinking, yeah, they've invested and they've helped us average fans. Fuck them. They've screwed the fans, man. They've screwed the fans. No one cares about them. So Trinks J comes in with a quote from Florentino Perez saying the current Champions League is interesting from the quarterfinal onwards. That's all. No one cares what happened in the group stages or the next round. There's some truth to that. Yeah, do you know what? I'll tell you something, yeah? Because Eric goes, I love the idea of a Super League. If you look at the idea of a Super League by itself, i.e. just the concept of it, it's good. The concept is good. It's what it's doing to get there. No, actually, no, it's not good. There's something flawed about it. The fact that you can't get in and out of it as in relegated and promoted, I don't like that. I do not like that. Yeah? Ali Adam, does that mean Man City won't be crowned champions? We'll have to wait and see on that. Americans want all the best. Best here, sorry. I'm not sure about the champions. That's a good question. I got a feeling they'll get kicked out of it. I got a feeling they're going to get kicked out. But like I was saying, with the European Super League, the flawed concept is that they cannot... Like, Arsenal shouldn't be guaranteed a position there, man. Tottenham, no team should be guaranteed a position there. The reason I say Arsenal is probably because they'll end up getting battered so many times, and somehow still sneak their way in. It's annoying. It's annoying. It shouldn't be like that. Oh man. I don't want to play Real Madrid week in, week out. You know you're not going to play them week in, week out, but you get my point in it. And yeah, that's it, lads. I've got to get up for work in the morning as well. It's going to be a bit of a long day for me, so I am going to end up calling it a night now. We will discuss this a bit more later down the line. I'm not going to do another stream like this unless something major happens. I just wanted to get people's views on it and stuff. The founding clubs can easily exploit their power during their matches. I don't think it'll be that easy because obviously they're all founding members, aren't they? So, and there's going to be some respect element to it as well. So, yeah, I say that, but then you never know. El Clasico will be played in Texas. Probably. One second, my phone's ringing. Yo. Yeah, I'm joining now. I'm just ending stream. Yeah, lads, I'm just gonna have one quick game of COD with my lads, and yeah, that's it. I'm just gonna call it a night. I'm so tired as well. I don't think I should be doing this. the Super League is the new Champions League format. Basically, it sounds like it, but they're doing it in a way which cuts out UEFA, and they don't like it. Simple as that. But yeah, lads, I will probably throw in a few more streams playing PES or something in the near future. I'll catch you guys later because I'm so tired, man. Look at these bags starting to kick in. So I'll catch you guys later, man. Probably tomorrow or the day after. Until then, though, man.